Hi, everyone. Winn Claybaugh here. Welcome to our 2020 Midway Fireburner. So here we are halfway through our 2020 campaign, and this is a great time for you to check in, see where you stand, and add a few more fundraisers if you need to. So are you on track to reach your goal? Get this. Statistically, most of our schools raise more money during the second half of our fundraising campaign than they do during the first half. And that's really exciting news because our first half has been absolutely amazing, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But first, I really want to welcome a very special co-host for this Midway Fireburner. You all know him as the brilliant Global Artistic Director and Business Director of John Paul Mitchell Systems. I want all of you to know that he has said yes every single year since we barely breathed a word many, many years ago that we wanted to do something to raise money and make a difference. This wonderful man said yes way back then. He says yes every single time. He's also one of the top 20 educators this year and every other year. And I know a lot of you are working really, really hard to win him this year. So please welcome my good friend and mentor. And we were just laughing on the phone here about the fact that we started off that many years ago. How many years, Robert? Robert Cromeans, how many years have we been doing this together?
We've been doing it a while. Old news isn't bad news. I think everything gets better with age, except for bananas, I hear. So the reality here, we've been around a bit, which makes us great people to mentor and give people enthusiasm and optimism in this beauty industry that we're in. And it's just a pleasure, and I'm so grateful you invite me. And I'll tell you, one of my greatest pleasures when last year I went to Houston School, there's about 450 daytime future professionals, and the welcome I get, as much as I'm volunteering my time, to be truthful, the payback is unbelievable. So I hope somebody on the call gets to win me in their school this year. We look forward to it, my beautiful wife and I, and it's just a pleasure to touch people and give them the magic and the beauty of the beauty industry.
Well, we all have a reason of why we say yes. I have things that keep me awake at night, causes that bring me heartache, and the only way that I can feel any kind of hope is that I get involved. I do something. I become part of the solution. So obviously there's a reason why you keep on saying yes and why you're so passionate about raising money and making a difference. Can you share that with us?
Well, I think the most important thing for a future professional listening to us right now is it's about the habits you create while you're in school that are going to make you an incredible hairstylist in the world. And for me, obviously saying yes helps, but also understanding that the vision you've got to have to help other people. And in this industry, it really comes down to network or not work. So this is a great exercise, not just for raising, funds, but also to network with people you normally wouldn't get around. I walk around the streets smiling at strangers, asking people what type of dog they have. We have to put ourselves out there as hairdressers in this industry. And what a great way to do something great for you and great for others that you'll never meet. I just think it's one of the most passionate things we do in our school network. It's something from a philanthropic point of view that we're the most proud of at Paul Mitchell, is what our schools have done over these past years to raise incredible amounts of money for incredible diversified charities. It makes me very proud to be part of this incredible company called Paul Mitchell.
That's amazing. And yeah, we sell haircuts, we sell makeup, we sell shampoo. What we also sell, though, is hope. And I think that that's just such a wonderful commodity that we are in the business of selling, because there's a lot of fear on this planet and people wake up to fear and they go to bed with fear. If we can be, again, part of the solution where what we sell is hope and positivity to people, and we absolutely do that through our fundraising campaign. And so, Robert, the fact that you're a part of it just means the world to me, and I never take that for granted, Robert. So thank you so much.
Welcome.
So here we go, Robert. So let's share some victories from the last 2 weeks of fundraising, starting with an update on our first 100 contest. So as we're recording this, we have 19 confirmed winners so far, which is great because that means we've already raised with that campaign $57,000. So congratulations to those 19.
Oh, I echo that, Winn. Congratulations. A great job, everybody. That leaves 81 spots for future professionals, team members, national educators. and alumni to join us for the 2020 Fundraising Gala.
Now remember, the first 100 people to raise $3,000 individually, however you do that, will join us at the gala in Beverly Hills, followed by a day of hands-on education with the amazing Ruth Roach, the incredible Fern the Barber Andong, and you guys, this amazing celebrity makeup artist. Look him up, Etienne Ortega, who, by the way, happens to be a Palm Beach graduate, by the way.
They get around. I mean, how many have we graduated over the years? When I think, I don't know, it's 100,000 kids in the industry, thanks to your vision.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So
the
first 100 contest fills up fast, Winn. So let us know when you reach your goal. Keep collecting the donations, and we'll see you in Beverly Hills. It's one of my son's favorite shows to go to because he gets dressed up in Gucci. He's pretty fancy. So if you get to go see him, you get to say hello to my son, Reed. He'll be there for sure.
So get this. Before any of that happens, we have 6 more weeks of fundraising on behalf of our wonderful charities. So one of my favorite things about this campaign is the way our schools connect with our charity partners. So, for example, a group from Palm Beach School, Las Vegas, visited their local Children's Miracle Network hospital and toured the neonatal and pediatric units to firsthand see where their fundraising dollars go.
On their tour, Student Council President Harley, Be Nice team leader Albie, and admissions leader Meredith and Whitney learned about the prices of equipment used to help children, giving them a powerful perspective on how every fundraising dollar goes towards something special. They also met doctors and nurses. Wow, what a business. We get to touch everybody, who thanked them for the fundraising connection with the hospital, also open opportunities to the school. They'll be holding a food drive for the pediatric unit. They're donating products and gift cards to the hospital and annual donors to the gala. Admission leader Meredith Brooks plans to take every team member on a visit, and she encourages anybody who's around the Children's Miracle Hospital to actually take a visit to it. It will inspire you and make you realize the people that you are touching.
This is so wonderful because, you guys, there are 170 Children's Miracle Network hospitals throughout the country, which means there's probably a hospital near one of your Palm Beach schools, and I highly recommend and invite you to connect with that hospital. And if you need that connection to make that happen, please reach out to me because I can make it happen. But for you to go see firsthand, for your team to have that connection, it gives them purpose for why they're attending school. It gives them purpose as to why they work for us. By the way, for several years, the Gary Sinise Foundation has paid tribute to the Gold Star spouses and loved ones of fallen military service members by bringing them to Hollywood for 3 fun-filled days. Their well-deserved Hollywood adventure typically includes a salon makeover at the Thousand Oaks Salon, where, get this, Gary Sinise's daughter, Sophie, who, by the way, is also a Palm Beach graduate, she works there. So this year, when the salon was unavailable, Gary Sinise reached out to us directly and asked if we could help out. So, of course, our Palm Beach School in Sherman Oaks was delighted to fill in.
It's a beautiful school. The Student Council baked cupcakes and decorated the whole area in red, white, and blue. Patriotism. And when the women arrived, they were greeted with the entire school lineup, cheering in the tunnel of clap, which I've experienced. It's emotional. They all burst into tears, which got everybody else crying. That's quite a normal thing in our culture, tears of joy. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Well, I cried during every episode of Golden Girls, and so I guess it kind of started with me that we're an industry, we're a business, we're a network that cries happy tears, like you say. The school director there in Sherman Oaks, Bree, said the entire school was one big blubbering mess. So they broke out the tissues and gave tons and tons of hugs. And Bree said that she felt so honored to do the hair of these women who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
Well, get this, when Gary Sinise himself sent a personal note thanking the school for making the ladies feel so special and promising to let us know about their opportunities to support them in the future.
I think it's great because, again, we have schools all over the country. Gary Sinise can reach out personally to our schools so that you can host a similar event in your schools. But to reach out to these charitable organizations is just such a winner for your fundraising campaign. And so just moving on, you guys, with our Midway Fireburner, we have a tradition of recognizing the top 10 schools at the halfway point. So these numbers are pretty incredible. So Robert, just take it away.
Well, coming in at number 10, it's the Paul Mitchell School in Phoenix, and they've raised a whopping $14,303. That's an incredible effort. Puts you in the number 10 spot.
Well, in the 9th spot, raising $14,430 is Paul Mitchell the School in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. Vegas is an incredible school. We get to do events out there. They always send over incredible future professionals for our shows like Gathering. So it's a remarkable school. In the number 8 spot, $15,000. It's Paul Mitchell the School, Pasadena. That is a beautiful school. I just got to experience for the very first time at a training we were doing. Gorgeous, gorgeous school. Beautiful, beautiful result. And you've raised $15,000 already. Incredible. Congratulations.
You know, all of these schools that we're going to name, Robert, the culture in these schools is so strong and alive, which is why, of course, it shows up in their fundraising dollars. Of course, it shows up in the number of students who are happy and involved in their schools. And so this is just no surprise to me that these beautiful schools. Oh, and by the way, I'm looking at this list of the top 10. Pretty much all of these schools are texting me personally, giving me updates on a regular basis. You guys, in the number 7 spot, raising $15,368, Paul Mitchell the School in Napa.
So in 6th place wins, $17,456. This is a close game so far. It's the Parisian Beauty Academy. What a team they have out there. I've visited them many, many occasions. The thing that you mentioned about culture, as a person who travels to these schools, I see such consistency. Why would you go to a Paul Mitchell school? It's not just for the incredible hair skills. It's really about getting that cultural part, which is such an important factor to a successful career. So well done, Parisian.
In our number 5th spot, and by the way, this school wants to keep their total a secret, which I'm going to respect, but let me tell you who they are. In the number 5th spot, Paul Mitchell the School, Jacksonville.
Well, from small things, big things happen. I've been to that school too. I've been everywhere. I get around. I got some great frequent flyer miles, but it is not the biggest school I've ever entered. You know, it just goes to show you that you can be any size and make this happen as long as you've got the discipline and the enthusiasm to make it work. Our number 4 winner is keeping their total a secret too. This is the way it goes, but we must know the number one if we know their number 4. But it's Paul Mitchell the School, San Diego. That's local to me, and it's a beautiful school. We do a lot of our hiring from that particular school, and they're just an honor to work with. So well done, San Diego.
I have to tell you, year after year, this next school proves that you can be a big fundraiser, even like you just said, Robert, even if you live in a small city with a population, get this, of only $56,000. And get this, they're coming in at number 3. So far, they have raised $21,100, and it's Paul Mitchell the School, Richland.
They are very small. I've never heard of Richland. Maybe you're going to win me this year. Maybe I get to go to Richland. Our number 2 is also top secret. Never tell me the secrets, because I will tell you the fastest form of communication: television, telephone, and hairdresser. So don't tell me any secrets. So the number 2 spot, big secret here, but it goes to the one and only Paul Mitchell the School, Costa Mesa. Congratulations.
So, guys, over the last few weeks, you've been hearing a lot about our number 1 school, the school that so far at the midway point has raised the most money. And I'm convinced they are in first place right now because they follow the systems. They don't have to reinvent. They follow the systems. They network. They listen to what other schools are doing, what's working, what's not working. They launched their fundraising campaign with an exciting theme of everything you can imagine is real. It was the coolest thing. They decked out their walls with a beautiful thermometer that features each charity, along with their learning center that promotes their calendar of fundraising events. And they have 4 winners in the first 100 contests, raising at least $3,000 apiece. And again, this school, Robert, I'll let you tell the amount and who it is.
Well, raising an incredible $22,919. It's the school in Temecula. Again, I've had the pleasure of going there. The culture is infectious, and some of the superstars that have graduated from that school is just amazing. So well done on your 2020 campaign. Congratulations.
You guys, you still have time to make it to the top 20 and to win an incredible artist or educator for your school, which, by the way, can include somebody like Robert Cromeans and Dean Banowitz or Pamela Peretti or Stephanie Kachelski, Deborah Dietrich or John Mosley or Oscar Bond. You guys, the list of the top 20 superstar educators who have volunteered a day of education for the top 20 schools is incredible. And you guys, it's not too late for you to get busy. Maybe you need to deck out your walls a little bit more. Maybe you need a better thermometer. Whatever you need to do, it's not too late. And maybe you haven't even held a one event yet, so please start planning one today. And by the way, a lot of you wrote in this week asking for the best ways to reach your fundraising goal. My answer is always the same. If you haven't held a one event, please do it now.
I can tell why I got this one, Winn, because I kind of look like this guy. Paul Mitchell School Logan held a Scrum Diddly Dishes Willy Wonka one event last week. What a concept. When you talk about being creative, it's not always just with scissors. With a golden ticket and everything Wonka, at the 1 hour mark, they had already raised a dazzling $5,000. School owner Deborah said, no way are we going to stop at $5,000. Team members will put up the additional $33. Team member Sarah Deal yelled, I will count me in, and the donations skyrocketed as other team members shouted, I'll do 20, put me down for 10, I'm in for 5. Sounds like a poker game. No, it's not. And it jumped up another few $1,000. So we ended up with a grand total of $8,234.80. I don't know who bid the 80 cents, but that is an incredible result, and what a fun way to raise money for people that you have no idea what you're doing here. But the reality is, if you can have fun doing it, what a way to, create a win-win, no pun intended.
You guys, although they received one $250 donation and two $200 donations, most of the $5,000 came from $1 and $2 donations. Never underestimate the fact that every dollar you raise makes a difference. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you for the kind hearts and your hard work. Robert, as we start to wrap this up, do you have a final message for our schools?
Well, I think the most important thing is what we're teaching our fellow colleagues here is how to really work as a team. So even mentioning the dollar donation, if you got 100 people doing it, you got $100. And I just think that it's really something that will really set you up for the beautiful industry that we're in, because you really want to be part of a team. I'm so proud to be part of the team at Paul Mitchell. And I know for the salon that I run, and the thing that we're selling is being part of a team. And some of our most successful things in the salon are things stem from this, inspired from the fundraising campaign. So it's not something that you leave behind when you leave school. This is a way of life, and it's a way of life at Paul Mitchell. And for most salons out there that are always giving back to the community, that's why this habit is so important. So we really appreciate all of your hard work, all of your enthusiasm, and I can't wait for you to celebrate with some incredible educators, 20 of the best from the industry, and you deserve that. So no matter where you live, please, please, please give it everything you've got, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Robert. And before we wrap things up, please keep sharing your photos and your victories. I need to hear from you, so just send them to Nancy at winnclaybaugh.com so we can share them in our photo albums, YouTube channel, e-blasts, and social media, and of course in our last 2 Fireburners. Everyone, I love seeing your updates on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Social media is absolutely a powerful way to let people know what you're doing and give them the chance to get involved. You guys, when you ask people, you're giving them an opportunity to make a difference, and people are looking for this in their lives. People need purpose, and you're offering that to him. If you haven't been posting very much, it's never too late, and please tag me on your posts so I can follow along too. Most important, make sure you include the fundraising hashtag and donation link on all of your social media posts. The hashtag is hashtag PMTSGives20. And the donation link is right there on the screen. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every one of you for your creativity and your commitment to making a difference in the world. I'm so proud to be part of something so magical. You guys are on fire. Keep up the great work. And Robert, thank you again for joining us today.
You're welcome, and thank you so much.
And now please keep watching for a very special message from our San Francisco school owner, Dee Dee Crossett. At our spring training for school owners and directors, Dee Dee shared a wonderful story about the local charity her school supports, and I just thought it was such a wonderful, beautiful message, and I want you guys to hear it and watch it as well. So watch this, and you guys have a great week. Keep up your amazing fundraising, and I can't wait to hear your victories. To take us into break, talking about her passion for fundraising, please welcome to the stage Dee Dee Crossett.
It's not so much whether you're a school that raises $15,000 or $20,000 or a school that raises $75,000. When we all pull together, that's when it really matters, right? It's the collective effort. And it's knowing that while I'm selling cookies and doing Jeans Day and we did a talent show one year and somebody could lick their elbow. Like, the stuff they come up with is pretty crazy, right? And knowing that, like, Penny's doing it at the same time, and everyone's all over the place at the same time doing something, right? And I really believe in energy. And I really believe that I believe the idea of moving towards your focus. And when everyone's focused on a collective effort, it really creates an amazing energy in the school. So, if you're like me and you hit your goal every year and you're not the top seller, I think you're not in the top 10, it still really matters, and we should still be really proud of that. So that's one thing I thought of when it came to the fundraising. And then last year, for the first time, we always get together and decide, okay, what charity are we going to do? And we have a couple parameters, and I work with the team and say, we want this charity to have something to do with what our student body and our team already care about. Right? Something that's already affected us, which I think is really important. And I'm sure you guys are all doing the same thing. It shouldn't be one person choosing the fundraising or the charity, the local charity. So we have an elementary school behind us called Bessie Carmichael Elementary. And it's a very at-risk elementary school. And about 60% of the students are in transitional housing, potential foster care, low income. It's a really challenging environment for the teachers that are there. And we've done some Halloween stuff with them, and we do events like Teacher Appreciation Week for the teachers. And our local park, that's where they do their PE classes. So we're pretty involved, like, we see them, right? And I tell the students, do not swear, do not smoke. You know, these are little kids. So... and I'm like, you just be nice. Like, don't fight with your boyfriend on that corner. Go over there, because I want the kids to, like, have, like, a positive role model for, because they might not have it at home, right? So we chose Bessie Carmichael, and when I met with the vice president, I said, hey, we do this local. Why don't we just do you guys? Like, what's going on over there? And you know what I'm thinking? They probably need school supplies. You know what was on the list? Like, underwear. Because sometimes they have accidents, and these kids can't afford to have, like, extra clothes at school. And their mascot is the unicorn. I mean, do you know how cool that is? So they wanted, like, little unicorn stuffed animals to give away as prizes. And then they wanted, like, specialty snacks. So they have a food room for kids, and they feed them breakfast and lunch. But they sometimes like to send them home if they know that there's an at-risk kid that might not eat over the weekend. They try to put little snack bags together for them. So they wanted snacks. Then they wanted, like, a karaoke machine to make, like, announcements and have fun parties and glitter. And there was a lot of Play-Doh. They were very specific on the colors of the Play-Doh. So all of the things that they lined up, and I think we ended up raising $1,400 out of the full total. $1,400 went to Bessie Carmichael. And the love and the joy in the face of the teachers, they could not believe that the hair school that's right behind them raised enough money. And the magic that we created for them, these little tiny pockets of magic, like to bring out the neon green Play-Doh, apparently was like, you got to act real good that day, and then the Play-Doh comes out, and they're all freaking out. So I think when Winn said, you should just talk about the relationship that you've built with Bessie Carmichael, and we've chosen him again for next year, and I will tell you, the camaraderie that it's just created for our neighborhood has really just been this magical space. And the students are kind of watching out for them, and the kids are waving to us, and they're going to do a little Halloween parade in front of the school. So that's my fundraising story, and if you're on the fence about it, just get off the fence and jump in. I think we all know the benefit of it, but it does seem like, are you kidding me? It's that time of year again? Like, we all do it. You're like, Gaper, what? But you just jump in and you make it happen. It always works out, right? At the end of it, you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did it.